Welcome back to Oscar TV, and today we are talking about the number one trending song on YouTube. That is the song Melanin by Sauti featuring Nigeria's bad boy Patoranking. And something about the song Melanin, I bet that Melanin is very different compared to other songs which have been done by Sauti in the past. Because I feel that there is that X factor in the song Melanin. If you look in the description area on the song on YouTube, you'll find that one of the co-composers is Nviiri Sande. And so I googled Nviiri Sande to find out more about him. I found out very interesting facts concerning Nviiri Sande. This guy is not only a music composer, he's a video producer, he's a video editor, he's an animator. Actually, he's the guy who's behind the animation of Friend Zone, a song which is also done by Sauti. And so today, I'm privileged to talk to Nviiri Sande, the co-composer of the number one YouTube trending song, the song Melanin by Sauti featuring Patoranking.
When a good girl gone bad, what you gonna do? Run, go meet a dad. You don't wanna do. Well, this is Sauti Patoranking, what best, y'all? Watch this. Love confession. Why she's a heartbreaker. She bend over backbreaker. Steaming hot water vapor. I wanna date.
I'm here with Nviiri Sande, and he's going to introduce himself to us because we only know him as a music genius. But okay, who is Nviiri Sande?
Nviiri Sande is Nviiri baby, that storyteller, also known as Nviiri the storyteller. Naomba baby asifike homa pema, jubado nina hema. Naomba nisionekane na maneiba, juu watanisema. Kwani nilikunywa nini jana, nikapita na bartender. But if she ever gets to know about us, naja vile ndasema, huyu ni kuzoa auntie yangu, side ya baba yangu mdogo. Can you come up with an excuse? Uni mtotoa. Yeah, you can come with an excuse.
Okay, I'll say she's probably the daughter to my uncle or something.
We are shashiko. You can't cheat. You can never cheat.
Yeah, so there we have it, Nviiri Sande. Yeah. When I told you that this guy is a music genius, I meant just that. You know, working with Sauti is something that doesn't come overnight because Sauti is a brand. And to get to a point where Nviiri could compose a song could co-compose a song with Sauti means that this guy is on the next level. So talking about Nviiri Sande, talking about music, kindly, can you just take us through your musical journey? Because we know you didn't begin yesterday, so that you work with Sauti today.
Yeah. So I started singing after high school. Not really singing, but I just loved music. But then later on, it kind of grew into me, and I figured like this is really what I want to do for the rest of my career life. So I started practicing. Like they say, you put in work, then you get the outcome that's worth your effort. Yeah, so pretty much it. Then I just started doing an album which is done, and working on the second album. Better part of my time I've just been doing production, video production, editing, but then go back to music, my first love.
So talking about composing of songs and singing, when did you start composing songs? And okay, maybe so far, how many songs have you composed?
It's really hard to put a duration to it because the moment I just started singing, it was my way of expressing myself. I wasn't planning on going commercial with my music. It was just, if at all I'm feeling sad, I express it through music. And if at all I didn't find any song that would relate to what I'm feeling, then I would come up with my own stuff. Yeah, so composition started way back. Be it writing poems, because I also did a bit of poem writing. Yeah, and jumped into music, but there's no specific time to that, man. I've just been doing it all through. Yeah.
Okay, and talking about your musical journey, maybe so far, how many songs have you written, songs composed by Nviiri Sande specifically?
A lot. But then they're not songs that I would confidently share with guys, but the ones that I'm confident sharing with people will be around 15 songs. Yeah. Most of them which I just did this year. Yeah, when I decided now I'll go full into music, so I decided to do the album, and the top 10 are in the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and talking about Sauti Sol is a big brand.
Yeah.
And, you know, working with Sauti Sol is something that I know that it took you time. You guys had to build the relation,
Yeah.
and then they had to see the potential in you.
Yeah.
So how did you get to work with one of the biggest boy bands in the world, Sauti Sol?
That's a funny story because they knew me as a videographer, not a musician.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I used to do production for other entertainers, and it so happened that they saw one of the projects I did and they were referred to me. They came through to the studio and we ended up doing, I used to do the behind the scene, I did friend zone, the animation and all that. Then it got to a point whereby, I don't know, by mere chance or luck, I don't know, but they had me sing somewhere. So that was where it all changed. I remember specifically BN telling me that you're sitting on some really huge talent, man. Do something. Besides your video production, do music also. So the next time we meet, I need to hear that you've done a project. So that was the first challenge. Yeah, so they did a bit of tour, then they came back. And funny enough, they were following up. They're like, did you do something? I was like, actually, yeah, I did one song, which was Penzi, the one I released. That was due to their influence. So yeah, I did Penzi. And after that, I started joining their songwriting sessions, production sessions, and I got to learn a lot. It was like an eye-opener. I was like, this is how these things are done. Because, you know, I think it's a privilege to have such guys as mentors, because now I had the first-hand information of how things are done in the industry, how music is being done, how composition is done, and before you know it, just like that, I was doing my own stuff. Yeah.
Okay, in talking about the song Melanin, because that's the topic that we're talking about today, Melanin is an extraordinary song because the last time I checked, melanin is just a component which is responsible for the tanning of the skin.
Yeah.
So talking about melanin, how did you like take melanin and turn it into a song? Because I'm baffled when it comes to that.
Well, you can actually see our skin color.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have gone singing about brown skin. And again, we've had stereotypes about light skin and dark skin ladies. So I think it's about time you just appreciate these people one way or another. And they are beautiful. That's our African skin tone, man. Yeah, be it light skin or what, but melanin still is the dominant thing in this whole thing. And as a musician, you can literally change anything into music. I can literally sing about this microphone. Yeah, about a tree. People do that. Yeah. People even sing about animals. But yeah, melanin is just our environment. That's how it actually affected the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay. And talking about Sauti Sol, is this the first project you've ever done with Sauti Sol, or have you done any projects with Sauti Sol in the past?
Yeah, we've done a couple of projects. We are still doing projects. I'm doing a bit of songwriting under them. Yeah, so we have projects. It's more like they're challenging me. They're trying to groom me into something better. Because even after I've done my own compositions, I definitely share with them and they let me know like whether it works or not. So in a way, me working as a co-composer for Melanin is a result of them grooming me to be something that is worth people listening to. Yeah, so it has been that process the whole time.
And okay, looking at the closeness that you've created between you and Sauti Sol, and looking at the fact that you are not only a composer, you are also a musician, should we expect that, okay, maybe in the near future, we'll see something between you and Sauti Sol?
Oh yeah, best believe. We're definitely cooking something. And it's funny enough, these guys are really humble and they're ready to help anyone. I've seen them meet up strangers. A stranger just comes to them and is like, yo, bro, I sing, I write, I do this and this. And he gets invited to their session. Just, okay, what have you got? You can change this and this. They groom anyone. Like they're really that good. And so with such a good heart, I think it's easy to say, not just me, I think also other people can work with them. But me specifically, I have a project that I'm cooking with them. Yeah.
And talking about your style of composition, okay, we are used to the normal Kenyan way of song composition.
Yeah.
But okay, if you look at the way Nviiri composes songs, it's so different from the way any other guys do it, because basically this guy is a storyteller. If you listen to his song Penzi and other songs that he's done, he's basically talking about something. So what's your style of writing or your style of composing, and what inspires that?
The storyteller bit. Let me bring it out again. Nviiri baby, that storyteller. So I'd really want that storyteller bit to be dominant in a way that people would differentiate me from other artists in my way of music. I won't just do your normal type of music. I'm a story kind of person. I've done scripts, I've done movies, I've shot. So that's the best way I can actually express. And I find a lot of humor in stories, man. You can just tell even from Marcelina, there's a lot of humor. So whatever works for me is the story bit of it. So that's my style of music. Yeah.
I believe that after the release of the song Melanin, maybe you've gotten guys who want you to compose songs for them. So are there any big brands or artists from outside the country who have approached you or emailed you who want you to compose songs for them?
Yeah, even before Melanin, okay, during that time when we were doing Melanin, I ended up writing for other guys. And once people started figuring out that I actually do songwriting, and now after Melanin, the response was even heavier, man. I got a lot of guys coming through. Like, we have even a full record label. I believe it's a record label. I won't mention the name.
Yeah.
But they told me they have a couple of artists who are really known, even from Tanzania and even Kenya, that they would like me to do a bit of songwriting for them. And even our local artists and some guys who are not really known. And even some of my friends have volunteered to write them songs, because my desire would be like to change the sound of Kenyan music, to take it to a whole new level. Not that people are not doing that, people are really doing that, but if at all I can help someone, let me just do that. Yeah. So it has really come through. It has helped a lot, man. Yeah.
So when it comes to your selection of artists, do you prefer working with a certain caliber of artists, or are you open to working with any artists?
I'm open, man, because there's a lot of good talent that is not yet known. So if at all our musicality relates or connects, we're on the same level, not skill-wise, but idea-wise, like we're on the same page, then I'll definitely work with you. There's no limitation to that. Even you, if you're a skilled musician, best believe we'll work together. Hakuna kubagua.
I can't wait.
You can't wait?
I can't wait.
No, you sing.
Okay, talking about me as a musician, there was a time after high school I was doing music. But okay, it brought a lot of chaos between my mom and I, and okay, she wasn't happy about it. But okay, I composed some very beautiful songs.
Oh, my mom, oh, my dad.
No, I was actually, okay, I recorded songs which were listened to by my friends, and then okay, they died somewhere along the way.
You're a celebrity in your house, signing autographs for your cousins, your friends.
It was in the village.
Yeah. In the village.
Yeah.
It explains a lot.
Yeah. But okay, I was writing good songs, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. So
let me believe that for now.
Thank you for believing in me.
Well.
Yeah. So finally, you know, when you do something, I believe that it's a give and take situation. Yeah. So maybe just a by the way question. Talking about Melanin. Yeah. Let's talk about some. Okay. What did you get in return, maybe in terms of cash? If you can talk about that, if you're open to talk about that.
I won't give you guys details on the agreement, but one thing you should know, just like I mentioned earlier, these guys really invested their time and resources on me to sharpen my skill.
Yeah.
I think the least I could do is like also participate in the project. But best believe they didn't just leave me like that. That's a huge song. There was a bit of compensation, not compensation, but reward.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Okay, so that's it for today. We've been talking to Nviiri Sande, who is the co-composer of the song Melanin by Sauti Soul featuring Bad Boy from Nigeria, Patoranking. And as you've heard from this guy, I believe that is the next big thing in the Kenyan industry, and artists out there should watch out. And okay, I believe that if you're someone who is looking for a good music writer, if you're looking for a professional composer, if you're looking for someone who is going to take your music to the next level, I believe that this right here is the guy.
I'm your guy.
Yeah.
Ukilia ndalia, panguza machozi baby, ukicheka ndacheka, tabasamu lako baby ukitisha ndakupa chochote unachotaka baby, just uliza. Jilipenzi kama lako sijaona, jilipenzi kama lako sijaona, penzi kama lako sijaona. Wewe, 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 Follow me on my social media handles, Instagram, Facebook, as Nviiri the Storyteller. The Storyteller being one word, Nviiri. You know people have issues spelling my name. Nviiri. Then the Storyteller is one word.
So that's been it for today. And if it's your first time to watch Oscar TV, don't you forget to press the subscribe button so that you get updates on the videos that we will be posting in the near future.